Is it Wednesday again? Yeah. It's Hump Day Hints with Alan Anderson. Hey, it's me, Alan Anderson, with Anderson Estimating Service and ETU right up there. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. I really have a great time doing takeoffs. I've been doing takeoffs for 40 years. This was my first takeoff device. Well, yeah, well, and then we used to do it by hand too. I actually wrote the program for Elastico, and they sent my program with their device to do takeoffs. So it was fun. I wrote it over the weekend. Well, let's get right into it. I'm going to show you. We're going to finish up that takeoff from last week. We're going to rock it. All right. Let's see how it is. And hey, by the way, I've got a whole bunch of free tools, backfill calculator. I'm going to write a pipeline takeoff program, and you're going to be able to just punch in your freaking plans into AI, and I'm going to make sure it works first. I'm going to test it a lot before I give it out. But yeah, it's going to be rad. It's going to be awesome. As long as you're going to draw the stuff out from AI, get it into a file, and then dump it into my program. Be easy. Trust me, I know all about AI. It's not that good at engineering stuff, so that's why we're just getting it to do data. That's what it does best. But I'll show you guys how to do it really easy. Anyways, yeah, Anderson Estimating Service, come on over, and I got all the YouTube stuff, and all right. Oh, where's that takeoff? There we are. We're gonna finish this takeoff. So I did a little bit of cleanup. Let's go look at it. 3D view. Ooh, a little blue spot. Love those blue spots. I think there's a problem there. Houston, we have a problem. Go into existing, and somewhere in here, oh, it's this point right here, this elevation. I bet because, yeah, I did, when I do takeoffs, hey, listen, there's advice. Here's the hint for the day. Okay, if it says 618, yeah, here's what we're going to do. I'll show you. Okay, I don't want it. When I do the data entry, I have the grading plans up here. I rename all my plans. So I topo, grading. Let's see, what was number 3? 3 is demo. So they're always the same. If there's more than one demo, it's demo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how it works, man. I see people putting sheet, blah, 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 blah. How does that help you? How does that help you find stuff? Don't do that. I want to find the grading plan. There's my grading plan. So let's look at the grading plan. So yeah, see how these are 620? I'm not going to enter all 3 of those numbers. No way. I'm going to cut that 6 off. So what I do is, now that I have the data done from the CAD file, we're just going to take 600 off. So we're gonna get into existing data lines, edit, select all, and we're gonna edit and raise lower. And that sound in the background is my dog playing. Yeah, they love to play. It's runtime soon. Here we go, 600 feet. Then we go, and now, so we got everything. It should be 17. Awesome, but we want to make sure we go to the design. And then if we import, what I do is I'll import it into another layer or something. If I have to import from another CAD file, and then reduce it. So we'll go into edit data lines. We're going to edit, select all. If I go too fast, I don't know what to say. That's the whole point. Edit, raise lower, 600. Yeah, I do this so fast. All right, so we're going to enter. Okay. Now, let's go line up. Let's just show you how we can do this fast, okay? So, I see a problem here with these. See how these contours are running straight along? As long as they're okay, as long as they're on the other side of the curve, this should run from this point to there. That contour is wrong. So what you can do is you could trim these all. Well, we're not going to do that today because that takes a long time, but I would trim these if they get too close, see? Because I can't. I know everybody wants to do the confirm to do. If you're doing this every time, the utility, where is it? You click on it. Oh, click on it. Oh, it's in edit mode. edit mode. If you're using this utility conform to data lines, just turn off my station because it's not going to work. Look at this contour. Okay, if I did conform to data lines right here, I've had so many employees and they just try to cut corners. They don't want to do any work. This won't even work. If you conform to data line, it's going to just hit those points, and that's not right. Okay, so just don't do it. I'm telling you, it's not right because it'll put a point there. That would be at 17, and it actually is. Where is that? Where's that? Oh, so there it is. It's 16. So you would be a foot off. Huh, yeah. No, I cut these off. I'm holding, just so you know, I'm holding Control X. I have a keyboard and a mouse. And my hand is on the keyboard and I have it. I actually, see, I just Control X. I know where all you want to get that cheat sheet for all the ones, so it should be that quick. Or you could click on it, right click. I like the Control X. It's actually the best one. Control X. Just, yeah, get rid of these things. They're just in the way. But let's just go ahead and enter it. But I'm just saying you should clean this up because these go, sometimes when they go on the other side of that curb face, yeah, you don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and put a curb face in real fast. Okay, so this catch basin, top of grate is 16. So if you notice, I have two hands. One goes right on top of this, right on top of the keypad. So it's in the number area. So I have my hands and I put them right on the key spots. And I don't have to look at I'm not looking at my keyboard. If I did, that would be ridiculous. So we're going to enter mode and then we go 16. I might look at it just to get myself orientated because sometimes you have to use the keyboard and all I'm doing is snapping here. I like to stay as close as I can to there. You want to make sure that it catches the right elevation, okay, when you're doing this. Okay, so we're just going to go down this. I'm going to go 18, 19. Make sure it's catching them. Always double check. See how this line goes on the other side? Yeah, so this point right here, they don't have very good defined. Oh, there it is. Invert. That's for an RCP. So this one really is. So here's 620. Here's 620.5. So it's 20.5. I unsnapped because I don't want to get there. And then this is 22 down here. So what you do is you click and then you snap. And then you backspace. Now I have this 20.859. I used AGTEK to calculate that volume. Now I got to get rid of that line's in front of it. It's not going to work. So I'm going to push F5. And then I'm going to come over here, Control X, and delete that line. Okay, so now we're going to have a nice clean curve line. And then we just offset those. Offset. Bam. I usually name them top of curve. All right, and apply. There we go, 8 minutes, man, we're gonna get it. So that's what I do. So we're gonna do one more curve. Okay, we're gonna go in here and we'll go bottom of curve. Oh, don't you hate it? Like when they have like the top of curve on the bottom and then the bottom of curve on the top? Yeah, guess what I had? They switched constantly. It wasn't an automatic takeoff. It was one of those guys that I just go, engineer. And it's bad enough that they put them, sometimes they'll put the top of curve on the bottom and the bottom on the top. But anyway, so see how this 21 is on this side of the curve? This is actually 20.7 right there. So it's really simple. You can either go a little bit on this side. That's what I do sometimes if they're that close. Let's get in entry mode. You can push E too. And then 20.75. I might just go a little on this side. It's kind of a pain, but sometimes it's just easier. You don't want to go back into edit mode. We want to just come up to the next point. And I am looking, oh, there it is. So that 21 sits on the other side. So you got 20.75 and 21. Then it finally should come outside that curve and should come out. Unless the next one's, 20.75. Now these all look like, this is just bugging me now. It's just too far away from the curb. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to trim it. F5. Because it's just too far away from the curb. F5. Get rid of that sucker. It's too far away. I was just getting way too far off. So let's just delete that sucker. Enter. All right. 20.75. You know, I always say the number to myself. Double snap. Oh, we got rid of the double snap. Double snap. There we go. I always go right before the point and then come back into it. So 21. I just put it there. We're not doing a model. Yep. Oh, the next point is 20.65, and we're going to push F6. We're going to zoom in, make sure that circle's only hitting where we want. F6. And then here's another elevation. That's 20.5, right? Because it's a half a foot below. F6. All right, let's rock this out. Oh, see, all these contours are terrible. I'd just like to get rid of these suckers. So we're going to go into edit mode. I'm just going to get rid of these suckers. Control X. Get rid of these things. Control X. Delete. They're in the way. They're just not right. See how all those contours are all wrong. They should run along that curb because the curb is just a half a foot retaining wall. It really is. So here, see how it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to go running straight through that curb and hit that point. This is not the way this contour should be going. I have no idea why the AutoCAD somehow makes these files. I don't need to clean these up. We just need to clean up where we're working. So we were working right here. We'll just go along there. And we'll just do it up to here. Control X. Control X. Rid of that sucker. Yep. Make sure we're deleting a line. And then I'm going to do some more data entry with you. This is great. What do we got? 12 minutes. We're only going to say another 3 or 4 minutes, and that's it. And we'll pick the rest of this up next week. And I'm just showing you, I'll probably just pick this up at 5. I have no idea. I've been up all night. Doing takeoffs. Making sure people get their bids out. Delete. So, you don't really need all these. See, these are all wrong. There is a way to do this. Here's another way. Watch this. So we're going to Control L. That gets all that line label done. Okay? And then we're going to join them. I'm going to show you a quicker way. Because it looks like, sometimes I like to do it by hand. But so let's just go this. So we're going to offset this line. Okay, and we're just going to use it for, we're not going to label it for sure. We're just going to offset that line 0.1 and, okay, or 0.2, 0.2, sure, 2 inches. View, that goes that way. If we want it the other way, there we go, apply. And then what we can do is click on this line. Oh, we didn't join these all. Control L. J. Join them all. Now we got a nice long line. Goes all the way to the trash enclosure. Okay, so we have 2 lines. We have this line. And we have this line. Okay. I'm gonna cut it right here. Okay. Because I want these 2 lines to be kind of identical. This line and this line. Okay. This is gonna take care of that problem. Watch. Okay. AGTEK's thought of everything. So we're going to go here and we're going to click on this one and we're going to go utility, the trim line. Okay. The problem is, you don't want that other line in there. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to take out that other line, trim lines, and we go Oh, it should have asked, can you want to remove? But there we go. Now we got this thing. We can just click on these. Oh, why are these not? Oh, I see. Did I? Yeah, delete. Oh, that's interesting. So just get those done. We could just delete this line. It's just a reference line. I like to keep things nice and clean. See, now I don't have to worry about it. I just, Control Z. There. Delete that one. Delete that one. Yeah, just get rid of them. Or you could just hold Control key down. That's the easiest way. Control. I just like to delete them, get rid of them, so I don't have to. If I accidentally didn't hold the Control key down. There we go. Now we've got a nice clean curb line we can put in. Okay. We don't have any of those messed up contours. All right. There's another one. Oh, that's our line. All right. So enter. And continue. Okay, got 5 more minutes. There we go. Oh, see, now I would hit a point. Oh, there's a point right there. Now remember, when we do these points, we say it out loud to ourselves, 19.65. Why do I do that? Because if I say 19.65 and then say 18.65, I go, whoa. My brain will just go, wait a minute. 19.1. I always like to say it. 19.1 in my head. Obviously, I'm not sitting here. But in my head, I always say the point, 19.85. See, because I remember the one before, and then now and then if there was an issue, I would know right away. If I'm at 19.5, and then it was like 25, or yeah, I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute, that's too soon. You know, these are pretty much all the same percentage. 22.8. F5. Oh, F6. What did I do? F5. Oh, I guess F5 worked. 23. And 22. And let's go up to the top. And we got 21.7. You know, these are takeoffs. We're not trying to, you don't have to make a model, okay? There's a certain amount of precision in a takeoff as opposed to a model. This one has a high point right here, 23.5. That doesn't even make sense. There should be a 24 there then. Something's wrong. See how there's a 24? Should be a 24 contour right here. And then 22.5. And we're just going to go all the way up to the top. See how they're all the same? Look at the contours. See, boom, boom, boom. They're all the same distance apart. You don't have to put every one of those in. I can go from here to here, okay? You don't have to put every point in like that. We're just going to click here. Let's make sure 21, 21, yep. You always want to make sure it's the red number gets in there. So let's see what this one is, 22.5. Oh. Boom. And we got 22. And we made it to the trash can. The trash enclosure. All right? So that's what I would do on these. I'm telling you, this takeoff would take me at the most 2.5 hours. Maybe 3. Because there are some issues, but this had a CAD file, so 2.5 at the most. That's if yeah. So, all right, there we go. So that's how you do your takeoffs. Just remember, and then we would go in and edit, do this curb line, offset. Always offset them. Make sure you hit the data line. Don't offset the annotate. Done that before. And we're going to name this top of curb so we can. There's a reason for it. Okay, so we don't want to go that direction. We want to go in the other direction. And we apply. Why do I name everything top of curb? I'll show you why. We did it over, didn't we do one over here? Yeah. So why? Because I click on one. This top of curb, Control L. And I now have selected them all. I'm pushing the F2 key. And then I push I, and now there's 913 feet of curb. That's how I do my curb takeoffs. It's easy. So yeah, all this needs to be cleaned up, every one of these, because you will have bad spots. Yeah. So that's this takeoff this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. And that's how I do things so fast. We'll just keep on doing this takeoff. Part 2, part 3 is next week. Hey, thank you so much for showing up. And if you like this stuff, just could you like it for me? I originally did this just for search engine stuff, and I just wanted to get my website boosted. That's what this does. And if you could like stuff or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I've been getting work off of this. Yeah, people actually have been calling me, so it's really cool. Hey, just call me, ask Alan. I'll tell you if I can or can't do it. So 40 years of experience, So, all right. Hey, have a blessed day and go get some work. You know what? The better your quantities, the more you feel comfortable and your estimator feels comfortable with those quantities, the lower margins, the better percentages you're going to get. Trust me, quantities are important. I hear people, I've worked for people and they say, oh, don't worry about it. Just give me this and give me that. I don't do that. You're not going to get a just takeoff from me. If you want just takeoffs, don't call me. I don't do just takeoffs. I do accurate takeoffs or no takeoff. That's how it works. Because there's too much money involved. 100 yards times $25 is $2,500. You can't recover. You have to get accurate quantities. You got to get good numbers. That's the whole thing with estimating. Good numbers, good percentages, get work. Have a blessed day.